आज नवरात्रि का पहला दिन है। सभी को नवरात्रि की हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं। आज मैंने ये एक चैनल, बच्चों के लिए एक चैनल स्टार्ट करने का सोचा है, जिसका नाम है स्टोरी टाइम फॉर चिल्ड्रन। Children, they love to listen to stories, either from their teachers, their parents, or their grandparents. I think grandparents are their best friends because they don't get any scolding from them. All the time, grandparents, they keep pampering them, loving them to their best. So I thought of starting a YouTube channel for these little children who are lovable, innocent and attentive listeners. The name of my channel will go as this, Story Time for Children. I was much inspired by my grandson Adidev, whom I once told a story of the thirsty crow when he was very small. But when he started going to school and he was in class first, he's just 6+ now, and when his teacher told him to tell a story, do you know which story did he tell? The story of the thirsty crow, which he had heard from me once. This surprised me so much. I had told him many stories, small stories, but he used to like this story. Always when he used to come to me, Nani, मुझे वो स्टोरी सुनाइए, टेल मी द स्टोरी ऑफ द थर्स्टी क्रो. And to my surprise, in the class he narrated this story to the class. This really touched me, that how much impact does a child have, what their parents, what their teachers, what their grandparents tell them. So it becomes very essential for elders to teach small children always the right thing, like to get up early in the morning, to fresh up, to have their bath, to put on their clean clothes, clean uniform, and go to school in time, have their lunch, have their breakfast, take their lunch, take their tiffin, and then go to school. I believe good habits inculcated in children at an early stage lasts lifelong. Their eating habits must also be developed at an early stage. Don't always succumb to their demand of eating fast food. You must also insist, mothers must also insist that no, आज तुमको यही खाना है जो बना है. And I think they will listen to it. And every child likes the food what his mama cooks, है ना. I think children, they always love, हमेशा हम भी, आज तक हम लोग भी कहते हैं माँ के हाथ का खाना. तो definitely children like what their mother cooks. So mothers must also insist. हमेशा उनके ज़िद के आगे आप झुक मत जाइए. कुछ आप अपना भी ज़िद करिए कि नहीं, तुमको आज यही खाना है जो घर में बना है. And they will eat it. Sometimes you can take them out. Sometimes you can listen to their demand of having Maggie, having pasta, having any fast food, burger, pizza, but not always, not every day, not every time, because this definitely hampers their health. And you must put them, and I think the habit which is inculcated in them at an early age lasts lifelong. What the teacher tells them, what their parents tell them, what their grandparents tell them, it has an everlasting impact on their mind. So today I will tell you the story of the thirsty crow, because this was the story which inspired me to start this channel for small children who are really lovable, who are really good listeners, and you watch them sometimes. Whatever you tell, they listen to it with open ears, with very attentive mind. तो my story of, जो आज स्टोरी हम आपको बताने जा रहे हैं, वो वही स्टोरी है. क्या नाम है उसका? द थर्स्टी क्रो. एंड ऑल माई स्टोरीज विल बी with a moral lesson, with some lesson. Some of the stories will be religious also. But today I will start with the story, The Thirsty Crow. The story goes like this. There was once a crow. It's a small story. There was once a crow who was flying from here to there. It was a hot summer. He was flying from here to there in search of water. But it couldn't find water anywhere. It kept on flying from here and there, hither and thither. And then suddenly it saw a pot in the garden. It quickly flew down and sat on the top of the pot, hoping that it could quench his thirst by drinking the water from the pot. But when he looked into the pot, he saw that the water was down below, at the bottom of the pot. His beak couldn't reach there. उसकी चोंच जो थी वहाँ तक नहीं पहुँच पा रही थी पानी तक. उसने क्या किया, उसके ऊपर बैठा था. उसे लालच आ रही थी कि मैं वो पानी पी लूँ, लेकिन वो पी नहीं पा रहा था क्योंकि वो बहुत नीचे था. उसकी चोंच उसके अंदर तक नहीं पहुँच पा रही थी. अगल बगल उसने देखा and suddenly he saw some pebbles. Pebbles means stones, पत्थर, छोटे छोटे टुकड़े पत्थर के. What did he do? An idea struck him. So everybody has a mind, whether it is an animal, whether it is a bird. Human beings, we have a mind, but we think that, but animals, birds, they also have mind. An idea got inside its mind, and he started picking those pebbles one by one and putting them into that pot. What happened? To his surprise, the water came to the level to the neck of the pot. ऊपर तक पानी आ गया. आप कोई भी चीज़ घर में डाल के देखना. एक ग्लास में आप पानी लो, थोड़ा सा पानी, और उसमें छोटे छोटे कुछ चीज़ आप डालिए, छोटे स्टोन्स डालिए, क्योंकि ग्लास में बड़े पत्थर तो जा नहीं पाएंगे. तो आप देखोगे वो ग्लास का पानी ऊपर आ जाएगा. तो ऐसे ही उस पॉट में हुआ. पानी घड़े के नेक तक आ गया, गर्दन तक, उसके ऊपर तक आ गया पानी. The crow was very happy. It drank that water and it flew away happily. When you come back from school, you are very thirsty and your mother gives you a glass of cold water, how happy you feel. एक ग्लास ठंडा पानी मिल जाए तो उससे अच्छा क्या है ना. तो ऐसे ही उस क्रो के साथ हुआ. वो ठंडा पानी जो इतने उसको परिश्रम के बाद मिला, इतने उसको मेहनत करने के बाद मिला, उसे पीकर बहुत तसल्ली हुई, बहुत ही उसे अच्छा लगा और वह खुशी खुशी आसमान में उड़ गया. What is the moral of the lesson? Where there is a will, there is a way. If you want to do something, if you want to get something, you have to work hard for it. You have to put an effort into it. You have to try your best for it. Then only you can get it. And if you leave it, if you succumb to the situation, then you won't get it. So what is the moral? Children must work hard. Children must try their best. Children must put their effort to do anything, to come first in the class, to work hard so the teacher is pleased with them, so that they get good marks in the class. And I hope my children, they love the story. What is the moral? Where there is a will, there is a way. यदि आप मेहनत करोगे तो आपको कोई भी चीज़ हासिल हो जाएगा और आप आसमान की ऊंचाइयों को छू लोगे. आप एक अच्छे बच्चे बन जाओगे. With this, I end my story today, hoping my children have liked it, and further on I will keep telling you more stories with some moral lessons, with some good religious ideas. Thank you so much, children. Thank you very much.